Dreamers, what's the deal? Welcome back. We are back again. I know it's been a little minute, but we still a minute. Man, first and foremost, before we get into this day, man, I'll make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to this channel, man. Um, get active. Make sure that y'all get notified whenever I do hop on and drop these videos. Say TikTok, I ain't gotta lean off the camera. Anyways, trying to get some consistency, but putting myself everywhere, man. Spread myself like good cheese on good crackers. And so I've been live on TikTok, so if y'all see me over there, just know I've been trying to see if I can get my lives and drop them over here, but whenever I do, I'll be going live for like 4 hours, bro. And those can be quite an adventure trying to upload. So I actually might use my computer. I just thought about that. I use my laptop. Try to get those videos over here. Last week's vibe was lit. And then I'd be playing music too in them live. So YouTube is a lot more strenuous with the copyright joint. So we're going to do it how we can do it. But this is why we doing what we doing when we doing it. That's why we doing it over here and over there at the same time. You feel me? Just trying to spread the dreams everywhere anyways. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, how y'all been? It is currently at the moment December 26th. I think the last time I did a video is probably like the 2nd or 3rd or something like that. So it's a lot that's going on in these past 19 days or 20 days or so. If y'all ain't know this, my birthday passed. How would y'all know this? How would y'all know this though? Yeah, officially 31. Creeping on up there in years. Don't feel it, but I feel it in maturity. So eventually I'm gonna break down the whole little bit just about what that day was for me. I was supposed to do a video like a long time ago since then. About my realizations, everything I had kind of embodied within that day. I guess I can do it now. Like, when I be talking about something later, I'm gonna do it. Basically, man, I just chill. I didn't do too much. I didn't celebrate too much. I just relaxed. Sister and the brother came through. Spent a little time with me. I just chilled at home. Some music, some good little libations. Nothing too heavy. But that was purposeful. It was purposeful. And my reason for that was I really like, first and foremost, I worked my ass off this year. Let's start there. I worked my ass off this year. Making changes in my life, both physically, mentally, emotionally, growth-wise. And just realizing, put myself in better positions. Not dealing with certain people, dealing with better people. Doing things I said I was going to do. And mostly, it was that, me doing things I said I was going to do. I set forth for myself over the past couple years. Get my content more consistent. Getting more into the personal content, like more of my own ideas rather than, the TikTok ideas and stuff like that. Getting my YouTube and stuff going. I think I went from, because this originally was my music channel. My comedy channel was originally my music channel. I think I had like 3 or 4 subscribers, like over like 2 or 3 years from the music. Maybe I had like 6, maybe like 16, something like that. I don't know. But kicked to a good 300. I definitely didn't put as much consistency in it as I could, and that's why we're here. But definitely just seeing that growth from the work. Starting to put out more of the long form sketches and comedy, hitting them with the parodies and stuff like that. So it was more of a diving into my creativity bag, which actually pushed me into new levels and new developments for like the future, for the upcoming year. So I'll definitely be looking out for that. Stay tuned for all of that content. I've been creating a lot of it. Not just having the idea anymore, like having a bunch of notes in my phone. Like now they're actually starting to be put into form. No more excuses about not having the people to shoot the video or to do this or to do that. So just looking back, being proud of that. All the gains I made over the year, that was very important to me. Um, and really just setting forward for the next year. Like, I feel like it was my rest period because I was like, okay, look at all I've done and get ready to, bust out another full year of it. And what I'm hoping is for this year, I bust my ass enough to the point where I have a real reason to celebrate. Like, I have a real reason to like spend some money and invite people out to celebrate my accomplishments. So it was good to be in that moment of self for like most of the day, and then like when my brother and sister came through, it was a nice bit of celebration of that, and I was just able to realize certain things. So it was cool. A lot of connections made over this year. A lot of a lot of great things. So that's basically just what the birthday was. It was, like I said, it wasn't too much of nothing. I'm always proud of myself and stuff like that, but taking that time just really to realize it. And like I said, just plotting for next year. Somebody asked me like, "Oh, you planning for next year already?" Yeah. Like, I'm already just wired on thinking about this next year and what I can do to, give myself that, I did it, I made it feeling, I'm looking to go to the next level. That's like really like what my mindset is kind of set on, like next level. How can I take what I've accomplished, take what I've done, and like move to the next level? One of the great things about reality is it will show you, the rewards of the work that you have put in. And what I mean by that is that oftentimes us as, when we're working on our goals, our dreams, or whatever the case may be, when you're in the race or you're running the race, you don't always see how far you've come. You don't necessarily see the progress in each step that you're taking, because with those steps that you take comes discomfort, it comes a loss of energy, it comes the effort that you have to put in oftentimes overshadows the progress that you've made. And so sometimes it takes for you to like step outside of yourself and see your progress from the view of other people. They're able to see you running the entire race. So, when they look at you midway through the race, they're like, "Ooh, look at how far you've made it. Look at my boy. He going, keep pushing." Now you won't always get the claps. The claps don't come into the end, when you finish the race. So a lot of times we don't feel the gratification for the work that we put in while we're doing the work. We don't get the admiration for it until the project is finished. And oftentimes that can take away the joy in the process. And when I say that reality will show you how hard you've been working, there's been many occasions, me just, my most recent, I was in a laundromat. One of my homies I used to work with, he was in there, I ran into him or whatever. I was, washing clothes. And we got to chopping up, he do music or whatever. And he just telling me like, "Yeah, bro, I see you, bro. You doing your thing, bro. I'm on everything. I'm doing this, and this, and this, and that, and that." And I'm looking at him and I'm just listening to it like damn, bro, like, bro, like really like bigging me up in this moment. And like this ain't, this is nothing like you just get like every day often. This happened to me quite a few times since I like started, well, specifically this year it's been happening like over the course of the time of me just building it up. And always in each of those moments, I just always take it in like, damn, like, because I don't always see that, I post these videos or post some content or I give some motivational something or whatever the case may be. And for me, it's just me naturally doing what I'm doing, or I'm posting them and I'll see maybe, maybe 1,000 views for something and maybe a couple shares. But to the eyes of somebody else, somebody who's not doing that thing, somebody who doesn't have the gift of creation that you do, it's like an anomaly to them. It's amazing. It's something fascinating to them in that, because they're detached from it. It's told you can't necessarily see the success in it. Or you can't see the greatness in it until you get to your final project, because you're thinking, I haven't reached my level of success until let's just say I reach $1 million. But once you get to 100,000, like, somebody sees that and they're like, oh snap, he's successful, or whatever the case may be. I hope I didn't get too spent off of my narrative there, but the case of the matter is, reality will show you how hard you've been working. The world is going to show you more so how hard you've been working. The fans, the people, the crowd, they're going to either boo you or cheer for you based off of your hard work. So stay locked in, stay focused, and just remember, like, to keep putting in the work. And the results of it is going to show itself later on down the line. But also don't get caught up in the fact of, well, let's just say it like this: enjoy the ride, love the process, fall in love with the process. Fall in love with work, fall in love with the work of it all, and not the reward of it all. Because at the end of the day, if you just fall in love with the reward takes time to get to. The reward takes, effort and work and pain and tears and loneliness and disbelief and depression. The path, like the goal, takes all of those things to eventually get there. But if you fall in love with the process, you fall in love with the roller coaster, you fall in love with the happiness and the sad days, you fall in love with the up and the down, like you'll then enjoy the process of getting where you got to go. And I think that's where I've ultimately come to now, is where I'm starting to fall in love with the process of it. Like, when I have the days where I don't feel like working, or I don't feel like doing anything, I'm feeling a little down on something, stuff ain't coming the way I want to, I know from experience and just from doing this for years, in life in general, it may be 4 or 5 days where it's not hitting, but that one day it's going to pop. And now I learned to have resilience until that day comes, because that day is going to come. The night will end. The darkness will not last forever. The sun will shine eventually. All you gotta do is make it through that darkness. And for myself, I feel like I fall in love with the roller coaster. I fall in love with the ups and the downs of the going through the path. I may not be totally in love with the downs, but I have learned to accept them as a part of success. Because once you reach one level of success, it becomes normal. It becomes the mundane, and then now you have to go through that whole cycle again to get to the next level. So if you fall in love with the process, it's not like, oh man, it's always something. You can now start saying, whew, man, it's always something. And somebody said that to me recently, a brother of mine, that somebody said to him, and that literally just popped on top of my dome. But it does. Once you shift that perspective, it goes with, man, there's always something to get to this goal. I just overcame this, and now my car. I just overcame this car, now my house. Now I just overcame this, now the kids. Like, ooh, I like take it from the perspective of, ooh, I just got my car fixed, and now I've got this house fixed. Damn, I keep on just finding out a way to do it. I just had to get this house figured out. Boom, I had to pay for the kids to go to. I just keep, and or even if before you get to the goal, is, here's another opportunity for me to show how strong I am. Here's another opportunity for me to build strength and resilience, because the next time it happens, you won't be so new to it. It won't be foreign to you. It'll be something that you can actually you can base the next time off experience, and it gets easier and easier. Any task that you've ever performed, it gets easier the second time. So fall in love with the process, man. That's what I've been doing. And then not allowing necessarily the goal to be the thing that determines my happiness per se. Like I said, let the universe, let the world, let reality show you how hard you've been working. And if you're not satisfied with the return on your investment, if you're not satisfied with what the universe is showing you, or what reality is giving back to you based off of your hard work, well, work harder. If you want more admiration, you want more notoriety, you want more of whatever it is that you're looking for, you're seeking, put in more work. And that's the only way you're going to get there. You know what I mean? That's that little tidbit. So that's the whole encompassing of the birthday, man. That was just what the deepness was. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm always in my bag about me working hard and trying to just find a new thing, the next thing. So yeah, that's been part of my thing. On the second half, that's a good segue to jump into. I had a recent conversation. Y'all mind if I spark? Yeah, let me go ahead and spark up real quick. Shout out to YouTube guidelines for allowing me to be me. But y'all feel free to roll up once y'all see me doing this. I'm gonna have to start doing an alert. Put alert on the screen. It's almost spark time. Get y'all elbows ready. You feel me? Anyways, I was chopping up with a couple brothers from my vulnerability group. We got a men group. We sit down and talk men issues and problems or whatever. And I hadn't been in a while. They switched the days to the times where I had the kids, and a lot of times the kids I had colds when they come, or I just be didn't got out for work and don't feel like going out and like them running around. So I've been missing it for a little bit, but I mean they got together with me. We all did it on Zoom or whatever. And so got into my vulnerability. It's been a minute since I was opened up about anything, so it was kind of a sensitive moment for me. And what I noticed in that moment was that during my moment of opening up my vulnerability, I noticed that like I had problems and pains flowing out of me so deep that I was feeling so deeply. I didn't even know it was there. And even when I got done talking about it, I was like, damn, like why was it so intense? Why was I so emotionally attached to these moments or these pains? Because when I'm going through my day-to-day, like I don't necessarily see them. I don't necessarily like feel it like that. But us as men, we oftentimes tuck that away because we don't have that vulnerable place to go to. I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. So a lot of times, even in those cases, we don't have, that isn't necessarily the proper safe space that we think it would be. But just in that moment, I would just realize like, man, it was a lot of pent up feeling, emotion, shed a tear or two. And it was just like, what I realized is that, well, what they were saying to me, not what I realized, but it was something that I did realize. But one thing they were saying to me was, one of the brothers, he's asked me, are you putting too much pressure on yourself? Me wanting to succeed, me wanting to be successful, me wanting to accomplish so much, me feeling as though I didn't put in the necessary work in my 20s and even in my teen years to be where I want to be or would like to be at this point. A lot of the pressure in life is self-inflicted. I put that pressure on myself because of where I want to be. I'll be honest with you, I could probably be complacent with life. Feel like I'm living decent. I take care of my kids well. I'm there for them. I'm a present father. I should have damn great one if you ask me and a couple other people I know. I ain't got all my tools in the shed. All the screws ain't there, but I'm always working on myself mentally, trying to become a better person. Trying to heal from past traumas and just negative things that I've learned and I've picked up a part of life. Trying to heal my mind and all kind of stuff like that. I've come a long way. I can't say I'm more successful even than a lot of my family members or people I've grown up around, raised in the streets. Have my own business. Making, I have residual income in small portions, but, it happens. We got to start somewhere, started from the bottom, now we're here. But I've done things, what I'm saying? College student, hell, I could even, just be complacent with being a dropout, you know what I mean? But, what I realized is that, a lot of the pressure in life is self-inflicted. I mean, what they were saying to me was, are you putting too much pressure on yourself? Me wanting to succeed, me wanting to be successful, me wanting to accomplish so much, me feeling as though I didn't put in the necessary work in my 20s and even in my teen years to be where I want to be at this point. A lot of times, even in those cases, we don't have that vulnerable place to go to. A lot of times the pressure in life is self-inflicted. that's honestly my biggest fear is complacency in life. It's just to settle for mediocrity and not fully maximize my potential in life. So I do put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm always constantly working. I'm always looking for the next thing to be doing. And I think a lot of times, though, what causes that to happen is I'm not the most patient person in the world. I do have a tendency to want to see things happen the way that I want them to, and in the way that I want them to. So, and in that, in that regard, I have control issues. I think that I know the best output for most things, and so I like to see them come out that way because I take so much time to think things out. It takes me almost forever to make decisions. I do make quick decisions, but only when I'm certain. But even then, at times I question my decisions a lot because I like to make sure that I'm making the right decisions before I make them. That's just me. It's been something I've done. If somebody asks me, hey, can you do this? Hey, this, I probably won't even answer you immediately. I usually beat around the bush for a minute because I let my mind to process what can happen this way, what can happen that way, boom, boom. It's a great and a bad thing. You know, it has its ups and its downs, its positive and its negatives. But damn, what was I with that? The pressures that I've put on myself are come from myself. You know what I'm saying? They're not one to be complacent. But anyway, they were mentioning it to me, saying that to myself. They were saying it to me. And in that moment, he was asking me, like, where do you have your balance? Like, where do you balance it in life? And I was like, I didn't even know what balance was. I was like, well, what is balance? Like, what would be my balance? Like having fun or like living? Because I have fun. I enjoy myself. It's just, even in the end, though, like, I don't care about fun, bro. I don't care about fun right now. Like, life is fun to me when I'm working or when I'm doing what I love. And honestly, shooting these videos, doing what I'm doing, I love it. It's fun to get it, to get that response from it. But I've had fun, bro. Like, listen, if I could tell you, that's another thing. I wanted to start doing some story times because I got some stories, bro. We're going to leave names out of this because some of my stories is wild. But, bro, like, at the age of 31, I can honestly say, I truly believe, and this is honestly, I started wilding in my 20s. Because let me tell you, and I can, like, bring people on here, like, to literally back these up, bro. Like, I have stories, bro. Like, if I could shoot the movie right now, y'all would be like, what the freak? Like, part of my life is like Project X, bro. It's like, I'm telling you, we literally had like Project X parties, like literally, where it was that lit. Like, I've gone through car windows at parties, like, cut whole body up and still continue to drink a party. The women at parties, the lifestyle, the living, the liquor, the drinks. Listen, I'm telling y'all, like, like the stuff that people like reach to doing. And I ain't never been super rich, never had the money, none of that. I just always been lit, always been him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all, I know my confidence when I talk and when I speak, like, it come that way because I've like lived that way, like, to the point where I got family or like brothers and like homies that's lost in that. Like, that's all they see because that's what we was raised off of. That's what we did. We had brothers that had money. We had brothers that was in the streets that always was able to bring this thing around and bring that around. Like, we was out there. And so we had this little respect and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, from being, you know what I mean? So it's like, and even on that, like, not even just the lit side, like, I was how would I put this? A aspiring gangster at one point. That's how aspiring to be a thug out here. You know, it didn't work out for me. You know, I chose the other way. But so even like the tough lifestyle and that gang fascinated lifestyle that people be so fascinated with, like I've had the chance to like live all of that. Like seriously. By the time I was 20s, in my 20s, and then started having kids. Honestly, by the time I was 20 and I started having kids, I had already done all of that. I had stopped messing around with a bunch of women. I promise you, I ain't cheated on the girl since I was 20. That's a fact. I ain't cheated since I was 20 years old. Neither one of my kids' moms, none of the. I only had, besides my kids' mom, I only had one other girlfriend that was like not got pregnant. That was only a month anyway, so I don't really count. But either, like, you know what I'm saying? So like, clean my whole, like I went saint, you feel me? And then went back to wilding. Now I got my balance. Sometimes I have my little dealings, but most time I'm focused. So that's why like now I be so focused and I put so much pressure because I say like, all that I did, all that fun I had, all that time I was like, bro, I'm telling you, I was missing work. It was time where I wasn't working. I got a daughter. I'm just like living, bro. I'm just providing for her what I can. My baby mama giving me money, bro. You feel me? Like, and I'm just out here like fucking thugging it, bro. Figuring out a way to get it. I'm just getting my food here and there, getting my little treat, getting my little drink. When she come, I make sure I have enough to feed, and then I can survive the rest of it. You feel me? Like I was really just out here, but I always had the girls coming around, always at the parties here, always that. Like, but then I became 30, and what was the results of that? Like, what did I benefit from any of that? It was no like, besides some good ass stories. I got some cold stories. You know what I'm saying? That I can maybe find a way to monetize off of that, but like, that's about it. But I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying, because people who spend their time working so hard, they'll say, oh man, I wish I didn't, I was living that. So, I mean, I guess. But this is why now it's like, okay, now I can put in the work to where like now, if I put in the work for these 10 years, then the next 10 after that can be a combination of both, you know. So that's where that pressure come from. It's like, bro, I didn't have fun. I didn't did fun. I didn't did that. Now I'm just looking for the next level of fun. I'm looking to be able to throw the whole parties by myself. You know, y'all ain't got to do nothing, bro. Just come, show up, show your face, everything on me, cause I worked for this. You feel me? And this is to celebrate my accomplishments and my growth or whatever it is that I'm aiming towards. Like to celebrate us even. This is what I wanna. I want to be on that level. I feel like I burnt out that level. I was him. Like that was the man. Like in every regard. You know what I'm saying? I was the one that you could call me the phone call when the girl's up or when the party is there. That you gotta have me there. Oh, bro, you gotta be. I was the man I had all the friends, all the. I mean, it was just like that. We got to scrap. They calling me like everything. Like I was highly respected everything, and I watched all that leave me. All that leave me. I watched all that admiration, all that notoriety get pulled right from under my feet. And it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ran back to my neighborhood for that, you know what I'm saying, when I dropped out. And so like, it just showed me like, you gonna reach your level where you peak. You gonna peak out. And once you peak out, you know, what do you have more? And people not gonna really love you if you don't have more to provide for them once they drain you, you know, so that everything that, you know, they want from you. And so now I just work. Now it's just, you know, learning lessons from all my past years and from them old times, and just not repeating those, and put myself in a better position so that the next 10 years of my life is it's fulfilling, and I can feel like I've accomplished those things and actually celebrate my accomplishments. In this 1 year alone, since I turned 30, I can just say I honestly just been proud of myself, seeing myself change my, you know, a lot of things around in my life. And most proud of the work that I've put in. Getting over the anxiety of doing new things. Making myself, forcing myself, putting myself in a position, and having the discipline to follow through with the ideas and the things that I've said I wanted to create, even with this channel or even with like so many other things. And I've seen the results of me actually putting forth that thing, starting to act in, starting like all these different type of things. I've seen the results of it, and I'm proud of that because I remember when I was just starting. And so I know the only way I've gotten here is through the work that I've put in. Not from no blessings. I haven't blown up overnight. I didn't have anything that, you know what I'm saying, just changed like that. It was literally work. And so what inspires me from that is just knowing that if I can do that within that 1 year, if I can turn it up this next one, you know, times 10, multiply that work times 10, imagine where I'll be within the next one. And if I continue that pattern, imagine where I'll be in 10. You know what I mean? I can literally change the world in 10 years if I apply myself the correct way. So it's not so much that it's pressure. It's just, hey, this is literally the work that I have to do to be who I want to be. And it's as simple as that, you know. So that was kind of my thought process this morning when I kind of like fully thought it up. Like, man, I'm really not putting that much pressure on myself. I'm putting the pressure that's actually, because I don't think anybody will ever understand besides myself and God how big my purpose is, or how big I really feel like, how much I feel like I'm supposed to do, how much I feel like I'm supposed to help people and accomplish things. And I don't feel as though I'm necessarily in the position to do it because I haven't necessarily worked to it. I am that person, but I have to build, you know, those certain things, characteristics. I have to build the actual equity, build the actual experience, the actual things that people can see and say, oh, he has done that. So when I speak, it has validity. It makes sense for me to say what I'm saying because they say, I see him accomplish that. I remember when he was here, I remember hearing him say this, and now look at where he's at. And if from anybody that's seen me from the start, you can definitely say that. But each day I walk in this life, I meet new people, and for every new person I meet, there's a new accomplishment that I have to gain in order for them to see that. So, yeah, the next level. The next level is all it's about. Just getting to that next level. It definitely was a great segue to push into. You know, I always be trying not to stretch my videos out too long because I'm going to stress y'all out with these hour-long videos. I try to get y'all in a box, but I definitely have another one, but I'm definitely gonna cut this one though, just for the fact that I want to give y'all some time to let that permeate in your system. And then it's always easier to post shorter videos, so we're gonna make that happen. But before I do, you know what I'm saying, cut, and I'm, you know, you're gonna see the same hat, same face on the next video, so don't stress. I am looking to do some, you know, like I know y'all said this channel was not supposed to be just all motivational. If y'all want to keep it that way, y'all make sure y'all let me know. You know, post it in the comments or whatever the case may be. We can keep it that way. But, of course, this is like the lives be, so sometimes it got to be kickback. Only thing that we can't really do is the music because they're going to copyright me. And I ain't got time for that. But if, you know, whatever y'all comment, y'all make sure that y'all, you know, let me know what direction y'all want to go on. Is anything on your heart, on your mind, stuff y'all need help with, y'all need motivation with, y'all want to, you know, see changed or whatever the case may be. I mean, not changed, but talked about any topics. It can be popular topics. It can be stuff going on in the world. It can be absolutely whatever y'all want to chop it up about. This is the land of the dreamers. So this is not only for me, this is for the dreamer. This is for us to, you know, express ourselves and get connections going on here. Y'all want to see me do some interviews. Y'all want to see me do all kind of things. I'm going to be trying all kind of things on here anyway. So y'all going to be seeing more and more stuff as I go along. But I don't want to make excuses as to, oh, I couldn't do it because of this. Or I couldn't just say, hey, let's come here. Let's kick it. Let's talk. Let's make this happen. So I'm definitely thinking about doing some story times. And my story times would be off the wall. Maybe some positive stories, and definitely some of my crazy stories to tell y'all about this superstar life I've claimed I lived. But yeah, man, y'all make sure that y'all just tap in and y'all definitely enjoy what I'm doing here. Or if y'all enjoy what I'm doing here, because I enjoy doing it for y'all. Comment content on the way. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to the Team Dream Dewey YouTube channel. I got some parodies I'm working on right now that I gotta put out. Supposed to be working on a sports show with some people. So we're gonna see how that goes. I got a lot of people I gotta start tapping in with. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I've been having people reaching out with the work. I be so stuck in my world sometimes, or trying to accomplish what's in my world sometimes, that I forget to, reach out. But that's what this year is going to be about more so. It's just actually putting forth those connections, because I've been getting a lot of good connections that people are actually content creators and all kind of stuff like that, and just want to push forward movie ideas, all kind of stuff like that. So we're going to get it shaking like bacon. But yeah, y'all, I'm going to see y'all again in the next video. We're going to keep it popping. Keep it rolling. And I want y'all to stay motivated, stay loving yourself, stay loving what you do. It's the holiday season. Christmas was just actually yesterday. Merry Christmas to OT Genesis. This man said, all I want for Christmas. Oh, he said, all I wear on Christmas is blue. That man different. Anyways, so my holiday word for y'all is be the gift that God created you to be to this world. Make sure you be the gift that God created you to be, and share that joy. But anyways, that's it for your boy. I will see y'all again very, very soon. And y'all know the motto, man. But before we get to the motto, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so y'all can know when I'm popping on this joint. Go ahead and watch all the back videos. More videos coming soon. Follow me on TikTok at _Dreamer313. Follow me on Instagram at TeamDream_Dewey. Don't follow me on... you can follow me on Facebook at Terrence Adams. That's actually my real name. Damn, that's crazy. I should change that up. And then... yeah, wherever else you want to see my face. But here we go. Y'all know the motto. Peace, love. Gotta make sure the heart is love and dreams. I'll see y'all again real soon. Peace out.